The media like to portray Donald Trump as some white nationalist, anti-Semitic racist, which is absurd. I mean, his own daughter converted to Judaism, his grandkids are Jewish. He spent his whole life working with black people. It's crazy. I mean, the guy's from New York City. So yeah, of course he works with minorities all the time. And by the way, he's always talked about helping out the black inner cities. Here's a picture of him at the Oval Office with a huge delegation of black community leaders. Hey, let me digress for one moment to prove my point about he's been strong on helping inner city blacks for decades, whereas Democrats just take black votes for granted. Here Donald Trump is talking about helping inner cities back in the 1980s.
I like talking the big picture because the big picture is really what can solve the overall problem. Now, when you say, what are you doing with Japan? What are you doing with the countries? When you put a tax on Japan for the products that they're selling, you will bring in hundreds of billions of dollars to this country, which can go to rebuilding our inner cities. Instead of giving Japan free military defense, you charge them for what they're getting, and you bring in hundreds of billions of dollars that if the right person asked, they would gladly pay, because they'd have to pay. You bring in hundreds of billions of dollars, which money can go toward the inner city, toward education. I am a huge believer. I'm very well educated, and I'm a huge believer in education, an unbelievable believer in education. That is a long-term solution. I wish it could be a shorter-term solution, but one of the things you need for education is money.
So Donald Trump's been saying that for 30 years. Yeah, the only people surprised that he loves black people and wants to help them, well, the only people surprised by that are the liberal white media.